ever pondered the journey of the invisible threads that connect the world? The tale of the evolution of low Earth orbit satellites and their constellations is one that's both fascinating and complex. In the mid-1980s, the first constellation of these satellites was conceptualized as part of the Strategic Defense Initiative, culminating in a project known as Brilliant Pebbles. The idea was to stage weapons in low orbits to intercept ballistic missiles at short notice. It was during this time that the potential for low-latency communication was recognized. This recognition led to the development of commercial mega-constellations in the 1990s, with companies like Celestri, Teledesic, Iridium, and Globalstar using around 100 satellites each. Unfortunately, by the time the dot-com bubble burst, all of these entities had declared bankruptcy, in part due to the excessive launch costs at the time. Fast forward to 2004, a gentleman by the name of Larry Williams, SpaceX VP of Strategic Relations and former VP of Teledesic's Internet in the Sky program, opened the SpaceX Washington, D.C. office. That same year, SpaceX acquired a stake in Surrey Satellite Technology, a company working to extend the internet into space. However, by 2008, SpaceX's focus had shifted more towards navigation and Earth observation, leading to the sale of their stake back to EADS Astrium. In the early months of 2014, Elon Musk and Greg Weiler were collaborating on a project for a constellation of roughly 700 satellites called WorldView, set to be over 10 times larger than the then largest Iridium satellite constellation. However, by June of the same year, the discussions fell through, and SpaceX instead filed an ITU application under the name STEAM. By 2016, SpaceX had confirmed the connection in their application to license Starlink with the Federal Communications Commission. Starlink, the name of which was inspired by the 2012 novel The Fault in Our Stars, is a satellite internet constellation operated by SpaceX. As of early March 2024, it consists of over 6,000 small satellites in low Earth orbit, providing coverage to over 70 countries. SpaceX began launching Starlink satellites in 2019 and plans to deploy nearly 12,000 satellites, with a possible extension to 42,000. By September 2023, Starlink had reached 2 million subscribers. The SpaceX Satellite Development Facility in Redmond, Washington is the hub for Starlink's research, development, manufacturing, and orbit control facilities. As of May 2018, SpaceX estimated the total cost of designing, building, and deploying the constellation to be at least $10 billion. Starlink has seen extensive use in the Russo-Ukrainian war, even being contracted by the United States Department of Defense. A military version of Starlink, known as Starshield, is designed for government use. However, it hasn't all been smooth sailing. Astronomers have raised concerns about the effect the constellation may have on ground-based astronomy, and how the satellites will contribute to an already congested orbital environment. In response, SpaceX has taken measures to reduce the satellite's brightness during operation, and equipped them with Hall effect thrusters for orbit raising, station keeping, and deorbiting. In a nutshell, the journey of satellite constellations has been a roller coaster ride from its inception in the 1980s to the present day. From the initial concept of Brilliant Pebbles to the development of Starlink, the evolution of these constellations has revolutionized the way we communicate and observe our planet. Despite the challenges, the future of these constellations looks promising, set to continue shaping our world in unimaginable ways.